Good afternoon. I'm Gwendolyn Morton, and this is Live at 5 on WBON TV Channel 9, where every local story starts here. Some of our top headlines for the day, more weather news, including a big weather anniversary here in the Bluegrass, plus a Pulaski County EMT gets a final ride home, and details from last night's Berea City meeting. All that plus more news, local sports and weather with Sam. That's coming up today live at 5. But first, our WBON TV big story of the day. Yesterday was an extreme weather day in the Bluegrass with at least 3 confirmed tornadoes touching down and the governor declaring a state of emergency. 2 EF1 tornadoes touched down, 3 EF1 tornadoes touched down, 1 in Anderson, 1 in Jessamine, and 1 in Nelson County. That's according to the National Weather Service. These tornadoes touched down nearly 50 years to the day of that deadly tornado that ripped through Madison County, killing 7 residents in 1974. There's been a documentary made about that fateful night, and tonight is the special premiere of the documentary called We Didn't Have Time to Be Scared. The documentary is being shown at Whitehall Elementary School tonight at 7:12 p.m., the precise time the tornado hit 50 years ago. Hear the story firsthand from those that lived through the experience, the devastating tornado, and their firsthand experiences 50 years ago today. Again, that's tonight at Whitehall Elementary School here in Richmond, and that's starting just after 7 p.m. Well, a procession was held Tuesday for an EMT killed in a crash in Garrett County on Monday. According to the Somerset Pulaski County EMS, the procession brought fallen EMT Christian McWhorter home from Frankfort. McWhorter was killed Monday when the ambulance he was driving collided with a semi-truck and trailer. The patient in the ambulance, Robert Cottle, also died in the crash. A passenger in the ambulance, Bailey Haynes, was transported from the scene to the University of Kentucky Hospital for treatment of her injuries. The Somerset Pulaski County EMS thanked everyone, saying we would not be able to make it through this tragedy without the support of everyone. Well, despite Madison County voting to allow alcohol sales throughout the entire county in 2023, the city of Berea has recently found itself at the center of a controversy due to a proposed ordinance that seeks to prohibit the sale of alcohol at events held on city-owned property. Residents and business owners have raised concern over the issue. This was seen last night during the city's commission meeting. With more on the story, here's WBON TV's Gage Hill.
The Berea City Council met Tuesday night to hear a few topics, but by far the most discussed item on the agenda was the city's proposed prohibition of any alcohol sales on city property. It was the first reading of Ordinance number 10-2024 and drew attention from both sides of the issue. The ordinance seeks to prohibit the sale of alcoholic beverages during events held on city-owned property. This includes events like the Spoonbread Festival and the 11 Ant Music Series, which are held at Berea City Parks. Councilmember Steve Cottle posed the question of why the council were seemingly circling back to discussing an issue he felt was resolved when constituents voted to approve alcohol sales in Berea.
For me, it frustrates me when we spend lots of time on things, come to what seemed to be a concise resolution and a agreement among the council passed very clearly, and now we're back here at square one. So I'm confused at why we're still talking about it, and no one's really talked to me about it, so I'm asking the council as a body, why are we still talking about something that we voted on and decided 2 months ago?
Following the comments made by Councilmember Cottle, Berea City Council members Cora Jane Wilson and Teresa Centers both expressed their concerns over the city's liability in serving alcohol on city property.
What the ordinance is talking about is city-owned property. And it's saying the city, if things happen or something happened, that the city is liable. And I think that's the key issue, the liability of it. And that's why a lot of cities don't have it.
I think after hearing discussions from cities like Stanford and other cities around, we have to be cognizant of risk management and what liabilities city property might be opened up to.
Several Berea residents and business owners took to the podium during the public comment section to address their concerns with the proposed prohibition.
Why are we doing this? It seems like we're beating a dead horse over and over again. It's like you all are fighting your constituents who voted to reap the benefits of alcohol sales, whether that be a bar out in town or just at a public space.
Again, this is not city business, and this is the first reading, should be the last reading of this ridiculous proposition. Finally, I would like to remind the mayor and council that legalized alcohol sales passed by 2/3 majority, and the voters will be watching very closely on how each of you vote.
Although the overwhelming majority of public comments were made against the proposed ordinance, there were residents who were in favor of the ordinance.
I would just suggest to the council that it would be perfectly in keeping to set parameters, and a parameter of no sale on city property is not extravagant, I don't think.
Following a request by Cottle, the council agreed to create a work session for the council members to try to find a resolution to the issue ahead of its scheduled second reading on April 16th. You can view the full City Council meeting on the City of Berea, Kentucky YouTube channel. Reporting for WBON TV Channel 9, I'm Gage Hill.
Thanks, Gage, for that story. Lots of interesting information there. Well, the Laurel County Sheriff's Office is looking for a juvenile that has been reported missing. The juvenile, 17-year-old Elizabeth Goley Goodman, was last seen March 29th off of Pine View Drive, just 6 miles south of London, at around 2 p.m. Elizabeth is described as 5 foot 5 inches tall, 130 pounds, and has brown hair and brown eyes. She was reportedly wearing a red sweatshirt and blue and red pajamas, possibly headed to the Bowling Green area. If anyone has information regarding her whereabouts, you are asked to please contact the Laurel County Sheriff's Office, 606-864-6600. You can call their 911 dispatch. That phone number is 606-878-7000, or you can send an email to g.acciardo@laurelcountysheriff.gov. Laurel County Deputy Cyrus McVeigh is leading this investigation. Well, Richmond radio station 100.7 The Coyote and Wendy's partnered recently to give one lucky winner a breakfast office party for them to share with their coworkers. Jennifer Kelly of Waco won that contest and received a Wendy's swag bag full of goodies for her and her coworkers at Riley Oil in Richmond. She picked up that at the station this morning and visited with the Coyote staff. Wendy's will also be catering breakfast to all the folks over at Riley Oil in Richmond on April the 17th to showcase their amazing bacon, sausage, egg, and cheese on a buttery biscuit for only $1 deal. 100.7 The Coyote is a member of the Wallingford Media Group. Had a good time there meeting with Jennifer Kelly. With that, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Still lots of weather news going on in the area. We've got Sam in the Weather Center to give us all the details. That's coming up next here, live at 5.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
I'm Michelle. And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cupcadet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see ya.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Are you considering a bathroom remodel? Think about this. Remodeling your bathroom without addressing the plumbing is like going to get a facelift when you need heart surgery. Plumbing is the heart of your home. At Fast Flow, we understand the importance of a well-functioning plumbing system. Our expert plumbers have years of experience in providing top-notch plumbing services. Don't just settle for a pretty face. Choose Fast Flow Plumbing before you remodel and keep your home's heart beating perfectly.
Call a pro at Fast Flow.
Looking for some fun? The Galaxy Bowling Center has a league for you. No matter your skill level, you can come out, make some new friends, and have a great time. Call 624-4444 for details. Or if you're more of a trivia person, Champions Grill has you covered every Tuesday starting at 7 with great prizes and all-you-can-eat wings for only $19.99. Why go anywhere else? The Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Grill, your ticket to fun just off I-75, exit 87 in Richmond.
Watch The Real McCoys, weekdays at 9:30 a.m. on Heartland.
Family known as The Real McCoys.
Watch Laugh-In on Retro TV, Mondays through Thursdays at 10 p.m. and Saturdays at 8.
Much calmer day here in the Bluegrass, kind of on and off weather. Some rain, some sunshine, and we even had a little bit of hail here at the station. We've got Sam Ryan in the Weather Center to give us a look at the forecast.
Hi, thanks, Grenelyn, and welcome everyone. Taking a look at the precipitation registered in Lexington, they saw roughly an inch here on Tuesday, and around our area we saw roughly an inch and a half to about 2.5 inches in some spots. Of course, those storms really had some heavy rainfall associated with them. They really packed a punch, and now we're on the back side of that cold front, and we can certainly feel that out there for our Wednesday. But still some spotty showers, and as we head through the overnight, watch what happens. Green, rain showers, and blue is snowflakes. And so some spotty flakes will mix in as we head through the overnight. And then tomorrow we'll just have a few spotty showers kind of in the wake of this whole system. And those winds still out of the northwest before it finally begins to clear late on Friday. How much snow are we talking? No accumulation. It's just going to turn things wet out there. But could see them falling from the sky. If you see something mixing in, yeah, it's not your imagination. Those are snowflakes. So a wintry mix possible here overnight. And then a few showers even into the day Thursday, and then it'll be clearing on Saturday. I do want to point out that right now the cloud forecast for the eclipse on Monday indicates higher chances of clouds getting closer to Texas and parts of Arkansas. And right now the latest data suggests clearing developing here across the western parts of the state over towards Paducah, underneath that path of totality, and stretching all the way up into parts of Indiana and Ohio, also dealing with clearing skies. So that's in time for the eclipse. Meanwhile, the winds a little breezy here Thursday, then relaxing Friday, high 47 Friday. Beautiful for the weekend. We have some showers and storms to contend with later on Monday after the eclipse, and then into the day Tuesday and Wednesday.
Thanks, Sam. And for weather all the time, you can find it on Channel 9 online. Check out our Facebook page and WBONTV.com. Well, have you ever fallen victim to a scam or maybe bought an item from what you thought was a legitimate business only to find out that it was fraudulent? Well, organizations like the Better Business Bureau seek to help consumers as the ever-expanding marketplace sees more examples of shady vendors. This weekend, we see the BBB's annual silent auction held in Lexington, and WBON spoke with Media Relations Coordinator Heather Clary to get all of those details.
The Better Business Bureau has made it their mission to help both business owners and consumers nationwide. Whether that means providing lists of accredited businesses for customers to shop confidently, or by tracking known scams in their marketplace areas. It takes a lot of coordination to provide these services to the public, and a lot of money as well. This weekend we'll see the Better Business Bureau of Greater Kentucky host their annual silent auction and home and garden show. This event serves to not only provide unique products and services for bidders, but to also raise funds for the BBB's nonprofit services to the public.
We are a nonprofit organization, and these days more than ever, folks need to know what businesses they can trust, how to avoid the scams, so that they can spend their money locally and keep our communities strong. So that's a very important goal for us to raise money to continue what we do throughout the state of Kentucky.
Thousands of dollars worth of products and services will be up for grabs at the event, all donated from BBB accredited businesses and community partners.
We have something for everybody and for about every budget. We have items as large as a roof replacement at a $7,500 value. We have things down to $50 restaurant gift cards and everything in between. We're particularly proud of an acquisition we have for this auction, a rare autographed photo print of UK basketball great Reed Shepherd. And it's signed by his parents, who are also UK greats, Jeff and Stacy. And we really invite people to bid on that because it's kind of a one-of-a-kind thing. There's only a couple of those out there.
The Home and Garden Show will take place this weekend, beginning April 5th, and will last until the 7th. Lexington Central Bank Center will be the home for the Home and Garden Show. However, if you can't make it there, you can also access the auction online at www.bbbauction.com. Here you can view all the auction items and check the status of your bid. If you purchase tickets to the Home and Garden Show online, you can use promo code AUCTION to receive $5 off of ticket prices. Reporting for WBON Channel 9, I'm Gage Hill.
More good information there. We're going to take another quick break. Don't go anywhere. Dawson Roll up next with the sports report right here live at 5.
Leeds Fine Jewelry, located in beautiful downtown Richmond, has been a trusted name for 30 years. John Leeds handcrafts unique jewelry that is sure to stand out above the rest. Come see the selection of red Kentucky agate necklaces, earrings, and rings, available in both silver and gold. Leeds also specializes in jewelry repair and restoration. Visit Leeds Fine Jewelry, nationally known and locally owned.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
When the possibility for severe weather is a threat, it pays to have an expert on your side. Kentucky Roof Works and Restoration want you to know that your home is their top priority. When the storms have left you with more questions than answers, Kentucky Roof Works and Restoration is there to walk you through the process and offer free roof inspections and estimates. From wind and hail, fire and smoke damage, commercial and residential. Trust Kentucky Roof Works and Restoration. Like them on Facebook to learn more.
At Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, we make it our priority to deliver the gentle, compassionate care that you deserve from a dentist. Offering single-visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs, from surgical implant placement and restoration, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. And we now have the Cone Beam 3D technology for taking scans of the jaw. For your next dental appointment, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
How do you protect your family during a disaster? Have a plan of action for tornadoes, floods, earthquakes, and for an incident at the Bluegrass Army Depot. Know what you will do and how you will contact each other. Having a plan helps to keep you calm and not panic.
Visit EstleCountyEMA.com to get started today. Plan today for a safer tomorrow.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your host, Micah Watkins, Samantha Burford, and Dawson Rule as they cover sports news for the greater Madison County area. Get your local sports news every Monday night from 6 to 7 on WBON Channel 9 and on Y92.5, V99.3, and CBS Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by the Richmond Raceway, the Law Office of Patrick O'Neill, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop Small Engine Repair.
Welcome back. In today's sports segment, Dawson Rural has updated softball and baseball scores from local county teams, and also some big-time awards for former UK basketball players are finally official.
After those rough storms yesterday, the sports crews plan to weather the elements as everyone did and head out to the Model and Berea County baseball matchup tonight at 6:30. Luckily for everyone attending, the game is being moved to EKU's baseball field, which will give players and spectators a chance to enjoy nice facilities for this rivalry game. Model's 10-2 this season so far, and Berea is only 4-5, so the favorite tonight will of course be the Patriots. But don't count out the Pirates, as this inter-county rivalry is going to be a good one, as always. Since we started with baseball, how about some of our other teams in the area as well? Madison Central beat Brockville High out of Ohio 13-3 yesterday in the Fort Walton Beach Bash. They'll be back in action today. Madison Southern, now they faced a good team, out of state of course, North Royalton from Ohio, and they lost 10-0 yesterday. Today they'll face another out-of-state team, Greece Arcadia out of Rochester, New York. Good luck to our teams playing out of state. Some of the softball teams are also going to be in action, some of them also out of state. Starting with Madison Central, they faced Marshall County earlier today at the Florida Softball Beach Bash and won 10-2. Olivia Metcalf had a big home run and was a part of a 20-team hits game for Madison Central. Cassidy Gentry, Andrea Linton, Brooklyn Gilbo, Riel Parks all had 3 hits, while Cassidy Hack had 2. Tomorrow the team will play Central Hardin. The Southern softball team, they beat Lewis County and Harlan County yesterday, and are going to be facing 2 more really good teams later today at the softball Cal Ripken Experience. Those are all the local high school teams in action today. While our Model and Berea game is still on, some games up the way in Lexington have decided to stay postponed for the evening. The Big UK versus Louisville baseball game, moved to tonight, was announced this morning. It's being postponed again, and the makeup date for the game has not yet been announced. The UK softball game against in-state rival Northern Kentucky set for tonight was also postponed and will be played at a later date. A still kind of new local sport that is gaining traction in the area has a big rivalry game tonight. The EKU beach volleyball team will hit the road on Wednesday for a doubleheader against rival Morehead State. The team is 11-8 this year and will have a doubleheader throughout today against the Eagles. A couple UK basketball players have been in the news recently for big awards, although one of those players is already a pro, but everyone will remember him. Reed Shepherd was named the NABC National Freshman of the Year, and former Wildcat Oscar Shebue was named G League Rookie of the Year. Oscar broke the G League's all-time rebounding record with 16.2 per game, and did it in only 23 games. He also broke the single-season rebounding record for the Mad Ants, team he played for, with 28 in a single game. Congrats to these cats on the accolades. EKU's John Yukamadu is going to be participating in the college basketball slam dunk contest tomorrow night at 9 o'clock against some of the best dunkers in the game. Yukamadu looks to be the second ever EKU player to win this award, as Marcus Lewis won it back in 2014. Make sure to tune in to ESPN and support EKU basketball and Yukamado tomorrow evening. That's going to be all for today's sports. Remember to tune in tonight at 6:30 for the Berea versus Model game. This is Dawson Rule with Madison County's sports coverage.
Thanks, Dawson, for that sports report. We're going to take another quick break. Don't go anywhere. Lots more news, including it is Wednesday. We've got Wanted Wednesday coming up next, right here live at 5.
And at the half, EKU leads state 21-7.
I love the way these look.
Thanks.
Yeah, go Colonels.
Is it here? Hey, Coach. It's right here, but shouldn't you be at the game?
Carry your favorite team with you everywhere you go with a new EKU branded debit card from CG Bank. No matter what season it is, always show your Colonel pride.
Has anyone seen Coach?
Are you looking for a brand new SUV that won't break the bank? Look no farther than Jack Burford Chevrolet, home of the newly redesigned 2024 Trax. Bigger, bolder, more refined, and starting under $25,000, the new Chevy Trax is really upped its game. Come see us at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond or check us out at jackburford.com to see everything this new Trax has to offer.
Heard the name Chenault Vineyards, but what do you know about it? Chenault Vineyards is a place for the community to enjoy. Central Kentucky's premier event and wedding destination with 5 event venues, full-service catering, over 13 varieties of wine, live music entertainment, seasonal food options, weekly themed Wednesday night out and girls night out, trivia, murder mystery date nights, and free yoga on the point with beautiful views. Everyone can find something to do at Chenault Vineyards. Want to know more? Follow them on Facebook and Instagram or plan your night out at ChenaultVineyards.com.
For years, Richmond residents have been searching for a heating and air company that can do it all. That search is now over. Don't let the name fool you. Fayette Heating and Air serves all over Central Kentucky for both commercial and residential customers. With Fayette Heating and Air, they promise that no matter the issue, no matter the time, you can expect award-winning heating repairs the first time, every time. Visit FayetteHeating.com to learn about special financing and how to sign up for the Comfy Club. With Fayette Heating and Air, complete home solutions.
If it won't go down,
Call Mr. Rooter, the best in town.
what do I do now?
Call Mr. Rooter, the best plumber in town. Mr. Rooter is Central Kentucky's affordable and reliable plumber. Right now, get any drain in your home cleaned for only $89. Call 859-253-CLOG. That's 859-253-CLOG. So if you've got a problem that won't go down, call Mr. Rooter. He's the best plumber in town. He'll clean any drain in your home for only $89.
Now I know who to call.
Call Mr. Rooter.
Bye-bye, Poopy.
Richmond has its very own TV station, WBON TV Channel 9, featuring 4 new TV channels of programming. Our primary station, 9.1, is available over the air with an antenna on all area cable systems, Roku, and our live player at WBONTV.com. You'll love the local sports and other local programming, including the only local newscast for the greater Richmond area, live at 5 daily. Find out more at WBONTV.com.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON TV Channel 9. Time now for our Wanted Wednesday. This week, the Kentucky State Police is looking for information regarding Ricky France. Ricky France is 65 years old, and he is wanted for first-degree rape. He is 5'11" with brown eyes. If you have any information as to the location of Ricky France, you can contact the Kentucky State Police Post 3 at 270-782-2010. And of course, if you see Ricky France, go ahead and just let your local KSP know. Again, that's Ricky France. You can see him on the screen there now, 65 years old, first degree rape, brown hair or no hair, brown eyes, 5'11". Well, the Lexington Police Department has issued a golden alert for Desmond Cole, a 34-year-old man who was last seen on Tuesday, March the 26th around 1 p.m. in the 200 block of Wilton Avenue. Desmond Cole is described as 5 foot 5 inches tall. He is approximately 160 pounds with black hair and brown eyes. You can see the good picture there of him up on your screen. He was last seen wearing a black hoodie, black Air Force One shoes, and blue jeans. Authorities believe Cole may be traveling on foot and want to emphasize that he does have mental health conditions. If you have any information about Desmond Cole's whereabouts, please contact 911 immediately. Again, that is Desmond Cole. That is a golden alert out of Lexington. One more item for you today. It looks like a landslide on Highway 25 between Livingston and East Bernstadt has closed down that route for travelers. That's going to be all the way in through most likely tomorrow. They're not 100% sure when that will open back up. But again, that's Highway 25 between Livingston and East Bernstadt. Both lanes are closed. You should look for a different route if you're going to be traveling in that area. Thanks so much for joining us today. Have a wonderful afternoon out there. I'll see you right back here tomorrow, live at 5.